And then J.P. Morgan with their capital markets exposure. They did have some good credit card information, but their capital markets exposure with banking down 32%, investment banking down 32%. That kind of gives you a flavor of what's happening outside of the core story, which is build these big reserves. So I think you got to be careful here with the banks, and you got to know what you want to own. And we do. We still like JPM, still like Wells. Wells is a little bit of a turnaround story, too. So maybe 2 years old now, but still a little bit of turnaround story.
A long turnaround, right?
Yeah.
It's a very big ocean liner. You got to turn around in a very small channel.
That's right. That's right. But I got to tell you, I do think the metrics on the stock are really, really attractive. It trades at less than 1 times book. I mean, I don't think it's a value trap with the leadership that's in there right now. And I do think that the economy at some point will get the support of the Fed. It just has to get worse before it gets better.
Jason Snipe, BlackRock, PNC, those are yours.
Yep. Yeah, so I think as it relates to the banks, I mean, it's a good read-through into the consumer. And if I pick on BlackRock as an example, well, really not on the consumer, but just on the market. I mean, BlackRock's the largest asset manager in the world. And, you know, when markets are down, S&P down 20%, you know, I would suspect that BlackRock would fall there as well. But what was positive, I mean, they missed on revenue, they missed on EPS, but I think what was positive as the report is inflows were up. We're up this quarter. So I think, you know, as we kind of move through this cycle and hopefully markets start to turn around, I think BlackRock could be a good one here. You know, as it relates to PNC, I've been focused on the loan growth. They've had steady loan growth. It's up 18% year over year with the commercial side, 6% quarter over quarter. You know, so I think, you know, some of these regionals, which are very tethered to rate movement, sensitive to rate movement, could fare a little bit better than some of the larger folks in the space.
Okay, Josh, I mean, I know from your comments yesterday that you are fairly negative on the banks. By the way, Mike Mayo, who you referred to yesterday as reverse green eggs and ham, and that he's always bullish on the banks, has reached out and he said, Josh Brown made his comment on me with the bank index under 100. Tell him, let's talk a year from now and we will see. Please forward to him if you think that is okay. Well, obviously, I think it's okay because I just forwarded that to you. He said he's happy to do a debate with you or a smackdown, whatever we want to call it, friendly, of course. So you want to respond to Mayo? I mean, he is bullish over the longer term.
I just want to say I cannot wait to see the prop that he brings on the air a year from tomorrow, yesterday, when we